The explanation for some of these large numbers is that it wasn't strictly just descendants of Jacob. It also included the servants and the people that were in their house.
To deny that the children of Israel coming out of Egypt are the children of Israel is a pretty significant statement. Like most every scholar agrees that it was actually biological children.
Hey everybody, it's Pastor Jonathan Shelley. I wanted to make a video about a conversation I had with Pastor McMurtry on his podcast discussing the number of years that the children of Israel spent in Egypt. Now, he says that it's 215 years. I say 430. Exodus 12:40 says 430 years is how long the children of Israel dwelt in Egypt. So I feel like I have the Bible on my side on this one. It's pretty easy. But in order to accommodate his strange idea that it's 215 years, which is a derived number, and that it's only 4 generations, then he says the math doesn't make sense. You can't actually add up from the 70 children of Israel that went into Egypt to 600,000 men only in the book of Numbers in that period of time, which I agree, mathematically it makes no sense. So I thought, well, it sounds like you're debunked. But in order to accommodate this view, he now says that of the 600,000 men, that they aren't actually biological descendants of Jacob. So I kind of don't understand how he thinks they're children of Israel.
But they were the children of Israel because a servant and a son, they defer nothing. Now, they're not the heir. An heir is an important thing. Ishmael was a biological son of Abraham, but he was not an heir. He was cast out of Abraham's
What you're saying
house.
is extremely significant.
And he tries to use Galatians chapter number 4 to suggest that whether you're a servant or son, it doesn't make any difference. You could still be the children of Israel, whether you're actually a descendant of Israel in that context. Well, let me just read Galatians 4:1. It says, "Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all." He uses this verse to somehow suggest that children and servants are not different from one another. But if you keep reading, it says, "but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the father." The Bible's just saying that children are subject to their parents, just like a servant will be subject unto his master, until the child grows up and becomes a man and leaves his household. This has nothing to do with how random strangers are accounted as physical descendants of Jacob. And really, it discounts the miracle that the Bible describes of 70 souls going down into Egypt, and after 430 years, coming out a great multitude, being 1,000,000. And the Bible does say a mixed multitude went out with them also. So there was also, of course, strangers that went out with them. But the miracle of the Bible is that 70 descendants of Jacob went down into Egypt, and then they came out, this great multitude of 1,000,000 plus.
I'm putting aside the mixed multitude. When the Bible says, and it counts 603,000 men and calls them the children of Israel, I believe that's biological children of Israel.
Okay, I disagree with that.
And I think that it's significant for someone to say that it's not.
I don't believe it's biological. Well, I would say it started out way more servants going into Egypt than biological descendants. I look forward to finding out all the just horrific heresies this can lead to if you think that not everybody that came out of Egypt was a genetic descendant of Jacob. I don't think that. I don't think that. I think the fact that the servants were included, it helps. It makes sense of why we had such large numbers.
Now, you can listen to yourselves, hear Pastor McMurtry say this, but I want you to put some verses in the comments below. Put a verse in that debunks this idea that the children of Israel somehow weren't biological descendants coming out of Egypt, or that it wasn't his physical heirs, that the Kohathites and the Reubenites and those of the tribe of Judah are not actually physical descendants or biological descendants. You know, just put verses in the comments to debunk this nonsense. Or even if you have a comment about Galatians chapter 4. But this is kind of crazy. I just wanted to share it with you. God bless and have a good day.